Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3 on little Kit Kat over here. Luna. Oh, you're so cute. Look at your face. Oh, so tiny and cute. Say hi. Okay, you go back to doing what you're doing. Hey everyone, it's Michelle. Long time no see once again, but with rather very good reasons. The first one being that we have had a couple of family members visit us over the past couple of months. The second being what you saw in the first clip of this video. We have a new member of our family. We have a kitten now. Her name is Luna. For those of you that ever watched Sailor Moon, of course, the first cat I would ever have in my life would be named Luna. She is a cream European short hair cat. We've had her for just over a month now, and like I said, I've never had a cat as a pet before, and the last time I had a pet was 16 to 17 years ago. So for me, this was a big emotional adjustment, finally being ready to let a new furry member of the family into my life, into my heart. My husband is used to cats. He's had a couple of them in the past. So we felt very comfortable taking on this new member of the family. And yep, so far it's been typical, kitten stuff. Very cute, sometimes demonic, most of the time cute though. So all's been good. That's it for the personal life update. Now on to the point of this video, which is my summer skincare routine. A very simple skincare routine at that. If you saw my previous skincare videos, I talked about how I have a new baseline in my skincare routine. I'm at the point in my life where I don't feel like I need so many products in my skincare routine. And that is in no way to judge others who feel like they need more steps in their skincare routine, because I was one of those people who felt like I had so many problems with my skin that I needed many things to help come up with a solution. But now I've reached a point in my life where my skincare routine is rather simple. Part of that is because I'm trying to tackle my skin, keeping it clear more holistically. That's a topic for another video. I do plan on sharing a skin update with you all. It's been since 2021 since I've done one of those videos, so stay tuned for that, where I talk about all this stuff in more detail, including my 2-year use of 0.1% tretinoin and what I've observed about my skin in regards to acne scars since I last gave my review in June of 2022. With that said, let's get started on this simple summer skincare routine on my 32-year-old skin. Normal, leaning a bit dry, acne prone as you can see, but way better managed than previous years. First step is to cleanse my face, but I won't be using a cleanser. I'm going to go in with a damp face cloth and just wipe my face. I typically like to use lukewarm to warm water for this step, and this is just to freshen up my skin for the day. Sometimes I do feel a bit of rough skin, so I like wiping my face with a damp face cloth just to lightly buff away that rough skin. Nothing too aggressive. That's it for the cleansing step. Now I'm moving on to the moisturizing step. Yep, I am skipping a serum step, a toner step, all those steps in between a moisturizer, just because right now at this time of year it is summertime and I really like lighter, simpler skincare. And for moisturizer, I'm not using my go-to Bioderma Atoderm Intensive Balm. I found that in recent times, it's actually a bit too heavy for my skin in the warmer months. So I opted for a gel cream that has 5% urea. I've been dipping my toes in and out of urea moisturizers. The last one I really liked was from the brand CALIA. That is a DM drugstore brand, and it's very affordable, very good price. I talked about it in my carry-on skincare video. I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. But basically, I just like that urea really does a good job at conditioning my skin, making it feel nice and soft. And I find in the summer months, it does plenty, especially when I go over top with a sunscreen. The moisturizer I'm using today is Sebamed Extreme Dry Skin Relief Face Cream. Like I said, it does have 5% urea in it. It also contains panthenol and the Centella asiatica constituents. It's just a nice simple gel cream that my skin rather likes. The only thing I don't like about this in particular though is the fragrance. I know there's a fragrance-free version, but when I picked this up, the fragrance-free one wasn't an option, so I didn't expect the perfume in this to be so strong, but it kind of is, so that's the one downer about it. Otherwise, I've been really enjoying it in terms of what it's done for my skin, which is just to lightly moisturize and soften. That's what the texture looks like. Again, gel cream. And I'm going to put a couple of blobs on my face. And by blobs, I mean 2 dime size amounts. This is the part where I smell the fragrance the most. I usually hold my breath during this point. Otherwise, I like how light this moisturizer is, but still moisturizing. And again, the 5% Urea does a very good job at conditioning my skin. I've never experienced any irritation from this gel cream either, so I am very happy with how it's performing. I just wish I had the fragrance-free formula. Moisturizer has been applied, and now onto the last step of this simple summer skincare routine. It is, of course, sunscreen. I picked up a new one recently. I've only used it once, so this is my second time using it, and it's a second impression. But the first impression, I was very impressed by it. So was my husband, because he tried it as well. And that is Avène's Intense Protect SPF 50+. This is with the new filter Triasorb. That's supposed to cover the UVB, UVA1, UVA2, and visible light. In my Get Ready With Me summer skincare and makeup video last year, I actually used the Avène Very High Protection Sun Cream SPF 50+, which also contains Triasorb. But the difference with that one and this one is that this is clearly a lot bigger, so a lot more value. You can use it for both face and body. And I believe the texture is different. This says it's a fluid, the other one, it is a cream. That one also has fragrance in it. The fragrance, while it wasn't as strong as, say, my moisturizer here, it was something that over time, until I finished the tube, that it did bother me slightly. This one does not have any fragrance in it, and it is also denatured alcohol free. Denatured alcohol is also something that seems to not really do so great things to my skin. With the La Roche-Posay UV Moon 400 Hydrating Cream SPF 50+ that I featured, really like the texture of that, and I still think at this time of year it can be used as a moisturizing sunscreen. There's something about the denatured alcohol that I feel like I don't have a moisturizing layer on my skin as the day progresses, whereas with something without denatured alcohol, I always feel moisture on my face, which is what I prefer. I don't want my face feeling dry, even though I don't get the dehydrated, tight feeling. I just don't like the rough feeling when I touch my skin. But that being said, picked this up recently, used it once. Today will be my second time using it, so let's see how it goes and how it compares to the cream, since this is advertised as a fluid. That is what the texture looks like, as you can see, quite fluid. Also has a light yellow tint in it like the cream. Has no fragrance in it, and it doesn't have a very strong sunscreen fragrance, if you know what I'm talking about. And the first time I used this, I was actually just walking down the street reapplying sunscreen, and I used this to reapply, and it blended in no problem. My friend and my husband also said they did not notice any extra greasiness, any streaking like that. They said my skin just looked nicely moisturized. The scent of this is a lot better. It doesn't have that sweet fragrance that I wasn't becoming a fan of with the cream one, even though I really like the texture of the cream, especially for my drier skin type. That sunscreen I was really able to just use on its own as a moisturizing sunscreen. I could skip moisturizer altogether. Right now, I'm using a gel cream, so it's still rather light. I think of it as a thicker serum at this point. But let's see how the day progresses with both the gel cream and this more fluid sunscreen. I do like the texture though. It's nice and light. doesn't feel greasy. I'm going to put this around my eyes as well. It says it's okay to use around the eye area. And in general, I find water resistant sunscreens okay to use around my eye area. I usually never experience irritation from them. Sunscreen application done. As you just saw, it was very easy to do. I just applied it all in one go, all over my face and neck. Yes, there is a bit of a shine right now. That's directly after application, and my skin does feel like it has a film on it. I'll give the sunscreen some time to set, and then I will return to finish off the rest of this video. It's been around 20 minutes or so since I last recorded. This is what my skin looks like. It's still a bit shiny, but the sunscreen definitely has set. It doesn't feel as smooth to the touch as it did before. There's more tack to it. There still is a bit of a shine, but nothing that powder or blotting can't fix, so I'm definitely not bothered. My skin does look more bright and even since I last recorded on camera, but keep in mind the sun has shifted a little bit. There's more sunlight coming into my bedroom, so that's definitely playing a part in making my skin look slightly better, but nonetheless, that is natural light. So this is what my skin looks like in natural light. No makeup, there's nothing else on my skin, just these two skincare products. I know there is a slight tint in this sunscreen, but I find that it just does a really nice job at just diminishing the redness oh so slightly. Otherwise, I don't really see an obvious tint on my face. With this, I find it just blends in really nicely. Same thing goes for the very high protection sun cream that I used last year. With that said, that is it for my morning summer skincare routine. Like I said, it is very simple. All I needed were 2 skincare products to make my skin look this nice and healthy. I have truly come a long way since starting off my clear skin journey on YouTube back in 2018, when I used so many products at the beginning because I felt like my skin had so many problems that 1 product, 2 products couldn't cut it. And now I'm at the point where I'm very happy using 2 skincare items, not the fanciest of ingredients, but I still get pretty great results. That is it for this video. As always, I hope you find content like this helpful and informative. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel down below for future videos, leave a comment on how your clear skin journey is going, and stay tuned for that skin update video. See you all soon. Ciao.